So I just had to like take a break because it's like about 10, it's like 10 o'clock. It's like 10 o'clock, and this usually my like quiet time when my baby go to sleep, but for some reason, I think because he feeling a little sick, he want to cry. So I have to find something that gives me a chance to escape, because as long as I deal with him and I'm frustrated, I'm no good for him and he's no good for me. And I think that's why I made this video. So I'm trying to think of the best words that I could put it in. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I was thinking about this, like sometimes we be living for other people. We live for other people, meaning our kids. It could be a boyfriend or a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? We don't really be living for ourselves. And it took a long time for me to learn to live for myself. Meaning, I'm about to stop pleasing this motherfucker and this motherfucker. Now, it's kind of selfish. But I need to make sure I'm happy. I'll play my part and do my part. But for the majority of my life, I need to make sure that I'm happy. I'm not saying that I don't love certain people. I just need to make sure I'm happy. Because if I'm not happy, how can I be a functionable person? I can't be functionable trying to please other people. I can't do it. So I have to make sure I'm happy. And you know what? I realized something. I realized that I got a few enemies that be on my YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? And for my enemies, I'm going to just tell you this right here. I'm not going to beef with you, but I'm going to tell you this right here. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to anybody you know. I'm not listening to nobody. I'm going to do exactly what I want to do. This right here is what I do. You know, nobody comes in your area, your space, or tell you what to do. You need to do this and you need to do that. You know, like, I don't go around invading people's space, telling them what they need to do and what they don't need to do. So who is somebody to tell me what I need to do? No, I'm going to do what makes me happy. And that's when I go back to saying, I have to live for me. I can't live for nobody else. I can't do it. I can't. You got a lot of people out here living to please other people, to make other people happy. No, make yourself happy. Do what you want to do. That's people's problem. People is always worried about what other people go think. That's one reason why people object to my YouTube videos, because they feel like, oh, I'm not going to put my business on social media. Okay, that's you. That's your life. I'm not knocking you because you don't like to talk on social media or you don't like to do this. I'm not knocking you. You don't like it. I do. I don't even have that many viewers or followers or whatever you call the people. And don't nobody talk to me on here. I might have one friend to say hi to me. I don't need attention. I just like the quiet time sitting in my car and getting what's on my chest or in my head, venting and get it off. That's it. If that bothers you in any type of way, deal with it. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I can't deal with it. I like my quiet time on YouTube. I like to express. Sometimes I have headaches, and when I come do this, I feel relieved, like, oh, I got that off my chest. Stuff that's bottled up in my head. Some people like to write, some people like to sing, some people like to rap. I like to vent on my YouTube thing. Who are you to judge me? Get a life. Seriously, get a life. Like, never gonna stop doing this. One thing about these videos, when I'm dead and gone, anybody who missed me, I have what, hundreds of videos to look at me like she was crazy. You'll always have this memory of me. Always. Okay, go back and look at these YouTube things when I'm gone from this earth. These videos will be around for I don't know how long. Maybe till they shut YouTube down. But I'm not stopping. I'm not. I thought that was a hole in my shirt. Yeah, like, I feel like some people need to find a way that the vent. They need to find ways to free their mind. Get what's ever on your mind off your mind. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And they suffer in silence. I will never suffer in silence ever. Ever. It was like 95 degrees today. It did not feel like it. It felt like it was like 100 and something. I mean, man, it was hot. It's 86 right now. Hot as hell. That might not be hot to the people that live in the hot states like Arizona and Jamaica and over there in the Bahamas somewhere, you know, the Grand Caymans, or just over there in the Bahamas, Mexico. It might not be, they might not think this is hot, but you know, because we got winters, so we used to cold. So to be this hot, yeah, it's hot to us because we used to dealing with like snow, 3 feet of snow, driving in snow, starting your car 20 minutes before you got to get in it because it's cold as hell. That's what we used to. We not used to this. I mean, summer, we get summer like what? June, July, August, September. 4 months, and that's it. The rest is winter. So when it get to 90 degrees, we be so uncomfortable. Like, oh no, it's got to cool off some type of way. I'm trying to think. I really wanted to speak on something that I know people is struggling with. But for some reason, it's so peaceful right here. I really just don't even want to talk. I don't. Because I'm peaceful with just this right here. You know, when you get older, the things that used to be fun, they change. It's crazy because I remember when I was young, you know what I'm saying, we got this park called Belial, and I remember, or 7 Mile, if anybody familiar with 7 Mile, when I was little, 7 Mile would be like jumping, like bumper to bumper traffic, just cars with the booming systems. Belial would be off the hook, girls jumping out the cars dancing. I mean, it used to be off the hook, and I used to love to be in the scene of all that chaos. Having on, being half naked, because I had a body when I was young. This last baby fucked it all up, but before this baby, I still had a body. With my other son, I still had a body. I had a body. I was thick. I ain't had big boot. I had nice boobs, nice butt, and thick thighs. But my waist was thick. I was never skinny. I was a thickie, you know. But the baby just turned me into a fluffy. So, that's going out the window. But I used to love to be in the midst of all them dudes. And you talking about getting numbers? Man, I used to get numbers like people got weed customers. I kept numbers like, oh my God. I was a hottie with a body, and I was on a mission. I don't know what mission I was on, but I was on a mission, and I used to love that. But damn, being older, becoming older, that I can remember that's when I was in my 20s, like No, that was when I was a teenager and my 20s. Because in my 20s, I used to get drunk and go to Canada. Yes, I used to get drunk and drive too, you know. And as much as I fuss on here about it, I used to do it when I was younger. And now at the age of 45, I just want just a single peace of mind. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit somewhere peaceful and have a peace of mind. I see the transition from wow when I was young to when I got older. That's crazy. I see my cousin today, and it was good to talk to him because I seen he was really worried about some stuff, and he basically feel how I feel, like there's nobody to talk to. And I get it, because you try to talk to people and they don't understand. They don't understand. It's like we was talking about our moms. We both could go to our moms, you know what I'm saying? And about no subject. Like my mom, she had Alzheimer's, but even through her Alzheimer's, she still tried to help me, you know what I'm saying? And he would go talk to his mom and she would give him the best advice. And now all of moms and the dads are gone. There's nobody but these new school people that are not very much help at all. You can't talk to them. You can't get advice from them. You can't get advice from these new school people. You can't even have a conversation. People don't even understand what the fuck you talking about half the time. It's just crazy how I watched stuff go from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s into the 2010s, and then now we're in 2020s, and stuff is just so much more different. Everything is just different. Everything is so much different. But I'm glad that I got the time, and I'm glad that I got the space to sit down and unwind and sort out my thoughts. Because a lot of us can't sort out our thoughts. It's like everything moving in your head. There's no time to just chill and sort your thoughts. But I do sort my thoughts, and I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for the peace of mind that I have. I keep stressing that in these videos. A lot of people don't have a peace of mind, and that's a terrible thing, because peace of mind can make a difference. Learn to get peace in your life. When you got peace in your life, ooh, that's a whole different lifestyle. I swear, y'all, when you got peace in your life, it's a whole different lifestyle. It is so different. It's so different. I didn't live that stressful ass life. Man, I look back on that shit and I be like, how did I do it? I guess I was learning shit, but I would never, ever, ever go back to that lifestyle ever. I could never. Being stressed out every day, worried about this person, stressing myself out, worrying myself. I was just telling somebody, sometimes the solution to something is to let it go. How they say, let go and let God. Some of us is searching for the solution. We searching and searching. The solution is to let it go. That's the solution right there. But I realize some of us, or somebody you may know, some people are fixed. You ever wonder, like, man, why they messing with them? They're fit. My mom used to talk about being fixed, and I used to be like, oh, she don't know what she talking about. Fixed. Ain't nobody fixed. No. There are people that's fixed. You know, people don't believe in that. My mom was old school. She believed in it, and I believe in it now. Because when you sit back and you observe a lot of shit, you be surprised what you learn and what you soak in. You know what I'm saying? Just by shutting the fuck up and just looking and being like, You know what I'm saying? You will observe, you will take in a lot just by shutting up. Shut the fuck up and see what you learn. Stop talking and see what you learn. You will learn a lot. So, people suffering a lot when they answer is just to let go. That's the answer. You holding on to baggage that ain't gonna do you no good but stress you the fuck out and make life hard. Life is hard enough. Do you really need the extra load when you could just let it go? But I understand some things like your boyfriend, your husband, your kids, um your household, cousins, grandmothers, aunties, mothers, fathers. You those things are close to you and you can't let it go. Even though it might be a burden on your life, you can't let it go. If that burden is enough to worry about it, go ahead. I'm not worrying about it. I'm not. Some things I gotta let go. Even if it was my kids, that my kids grew up and they wanted to be tyrants and act fucking fools. Guess what? At the age I'm gonna be at, I'm gonna have to let them go. I'm gonna let go and let God. They gonna learn the same way how I had to learn, probably the hard way, because I learned the hard way. They gonna learn eventually, but I'm not gonna hold on and motherfucking stress myself out. The older I get, I can't deal with stress the same as I could when I was younger, or even maybe a couple of years ago. That shit is bad for your health. You know what I'm saying? People that's not around to make life easier, they only around to make life harder. I can't. You gotta go. I gotta let you go. That's probably why I'm alone right now. I don't have female friends. I don't have male friends. I don't have nobody but my kids. And that's fine. I'm gonna let them little fuckers stress me out. But I'm not about to let no grown motherfucker stress me the fuck out. I'll let go. I will let the fuck go. I can't do it. I'm sorry. There is nothing in this world that is even comes close to my peace. When you get that, when you realize that, it will stop you from dealing with a lot of bullshit. When you realize the worth of your peace. I just can't do it. A lot of people talk about marriage. To me, marriage is overrated. I'm sorry. If you got problems in your relationship, then you gonna have even bigger problems in your marriage. People do all these extravagant weddings, and I'm not knocking anybody for marriage. I'm just saying I don't think marriage is for me. Just for me. It could be for other people. It can. It just ain't for me. I see too many people that got married and they fucking unhappy. And I'm trying to see, like, and even in relationships, you can only get so much happiness out of relationships. They nice, yeah, but I can't. I never been a person that was really big on marriages. You know what I'm saying? I never even really asked none of my dudes to get married. I probably joked about it, but deep down, I'm not gonna pressure you to get married. I'm not. Marriage, all that shit. That shit is hard. That shit is like super hard. And just overrated to me. You know? So I don't know. I'm just happy to be in this space. It's just quiet. It's peaceful. I really didn't even want to make a video, but I just made it just to make it because I realized, like, my enemies is watching. People that don't like you, oh, you'd be surprised how they will follow you. People that don't like you. And my baby birthday is coming up. And I'm going to leave where he's supposed to go. Disclose, I'm not going to say. I will do a YouTube video on it. But I just hope that it's not going to be no drama. That's why I'm going to say this right now. I hope it's not going to be no drama. I open up my big mouth and said that I was doing this for him. And I'm not going to say too much because I know my enemies is on here. I open my big mouth and I just hope he has a nice day. I don't really like my kid feeling tension and seeing people's funny ways. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't want him to be exposed to that. Whatever people feeling, you feel how you feel, but I don't want that shit rubbed off on my kid. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. I could hate your guts. I could hate your motherfucking guts, but my baby will never sense it or know it. Period. He won't sense it or know it. I could not like you, but I'm not gonna show my kid how much I fucking don't like you or hate you. So I just hope and pray that my baby has a very enjoyable birthday. I really do, because Lord knows I could not afford it. I couldn't, but I did it for him. Because you don't get too many years where you could be like, oh, I remember that birthday. Oh, I remember that birthday. Oh, I remember that birthday. All of my kids got memorable moments. Like my 23-year-old, for his 5th birthday, I took him on a Disney cruise. He'll remember that for the rest of his life. My 7-year-old, I did quite a few things for him. I don't know if he'll remember or not because he got so many things to remember. But yeah, I'm going to take him and I'm going to take my little chubsters. I'm going to take them on the Disney cruise. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. And that cruise is so expensive, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to take my 2 little boys on the Disney cruise, and I'm going to get them the experience of their life. Just like I didn't know I was going to do it for my 23-year-old because I had a stroke and lost my job. But I prayed, because when I was going through rehabilitation and they asked me, what's your motivation for you to walk again? I said, to walk in the sand on the beach when I get ready to take my son on that Disney cruise. That cruise wasn't even paid for. I lost my job, had a stroke, had to learn how to do everything over again. I didn't know how I was going to pay for that cruise. I couldn't even walk, better yet talk. I couldn't even use my fucking right hand side because it was all fucked up. But I learned how to walk over. And I don't know how I got that fucking $5,000 or whatever I owed on it. I got that money. And I went and paid that shit off. And I walked across that motherfucking beach. Like I said I was going to do. That was my motivation for me to learn how to walk again. Because that stroke left me completely paralyzed. People don't know that either. Ain't no joke when you gotta learn how to do something all over again, where you healthy one day and then the next day you a fucking cripple laying in a bed waiting for somebody to clean your vagina or wash your ass or feed you some food, and you ain't in the best hospital and you got a kid and you can't see him. That shit is traumatizing. I'm never gonna forget that. That's my biggest fear. I do not want to become crippled again and have little kids. That's my biggest fear. I don't want that. That's a hurtful thing. You can't hug your baby. You can't see your kid. And you know your kid miss you, but they can't see you because you've been in the hospital for months. Man, and at the time when that happened to me, I had my mom. So my son had my mom. But in this day and age, my kids don't have no grandmama. I don't even get along with my other son's grandmother. I don't get along with, well, my baby, his grandmother's dead. The oldest, his grandmother just passed away, but my 7-year-old, I don't really get along. And that's another messed up thing. In-laws. I don't. Family members is like strangers. Yeah. It's 25 minutes, so I'm going to end it.